Hi everyone. In our last video, we discussed about human reproduction importance, male reproductive system, and along with that, we also discussed about structure of testis and to know about what are the cells present in the testis. We also observe the TS of testis. And now we will discuss about how the sperm cell will be formed from the germ cells present in the testis or seminiferous tubules which are present in testicular lobules. And the formation of sperm cell from the germ cell into sperm cell is also called spermatogenesis. Spermatogenesis. Here spermatogenesis means production of sperm cells. These sperm cells actually formed from the primordial germ cells. Primordial germ cells are the cells which are present in the seminiferous tubule along with the Sertoli cells, which we are also call them as germ cells. So these germ cells are diploid in nature. That means they consist two sets of chromosomes and these are the only cells which can perform meiosis in our body. Remaining all cells can exhibit mitosis division only. Anyway, these primordial germ cells are also called PGC or germ cells. These germ cells undergoes mitotic divisions first. They undergoes mitotic division. As a result, they produce two type of cells. Two type of cells which are also called type A spermatogonia and type B spermatogonia. Likewise, first they undergoes mitotic divisions. Number of mitotic divisions will take place and that mitotic divisions produces two type of cells, type A and type B. For that purpose, they organize mitosis and differentiation process. Differentiation process. Here, some of the cells are using to produce the type A and type B. Then, what is the gap formed here? Already, some of the cells present in the seminiferous tubule are already used. That means some space is present here. If the same situation continues, all the seminiferous tubules will be empty within short span. So, to replace that, cells which are using already, this type A spermatogonia will be helpful. That means type A spermatogonia is formed which are looks like germ cells, which are looks like primordial germ cells. Okay, and these are also called spermatogonia. Okay, and these type A spermatogonia looks similar and they covers the place which generally involves in mitotic division. So that what is happening? Number of cells will be maintained in a same manner because they are producing type A spermatogonia and then they are also producing type B spermatogonia. Actually, these primordial germ cells are generally round and oval shaped structures. Their shape is round and oval shape. Here, These round and oval shaped structures will become as round cells. Their shape is round shape. Now observe here, primordial germ cells are divided by the help of mitosis and they are producing two type of cells, type A and type B. That means one cell is producing two type of cells and it is also generally considered as totipotent nature. Totipotent nature. Here same type of cells which are nothing but type A cells are replacing the germ cells which are already using in mitotic division. And remaining cells are different than the mother cell. These are rounded oval shaped cells and these are round shaped cells. That type B spermatogonia then involves in mitotic divisions. Again, they will try to improve the number. They try to improve their number by the help of mitotic division. So that what will happen? They produces primary spermatocyte. Primary spermatocyte. Now observe here, primordial germ cells or spermatogonial cells are involving in mitosis and differentiation process so that they are producing type A and type B spermatogonial cells, and in the type B spermatogonial cells which are round in shape involves in mitotic division and produces primary spermatocyte. And this primary spermatocyte is also diploid in nature. This one also diploid in nature. Because up to formation of primary spermatocyte only mitotic divisions are involved. Mitosis will not helpful to reduce the chromosome number. So up to here only mitosis is involved here. That's why all the cells will maintain chromosome number same as like their mother cells. That's why up to this all the cells will exhibit diploid nature. And then when we observe this primary spermatocyte, it undergoes meiosis division. That means you already know that meiosis divides into two stages, meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. As a result, what will happen? They produce secondary spermatocyte. Secondary spermatocyte. So, primary spermatocyte is undergoing meiosis 1 division. As a result, they are producing secondary spermatocyte. In this process, because of the meiosis 1, two sets of chromosomes becomes or splits into single set of chromosomes enter into two different secondary spermatocytes. So that secondary spermatocyte will changes into haploid nature. Up to this, all the cells will exhibit diploid nature. But because of the meiosis 1 division, primary spermatocyte is producing two sets of secondary spermatocytes which are haploid in nature. Only one set of chromosomes will present in the secondary spermatocyte. And then secondary spermatocyte again conducts remaining process, meiosis divides into meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. And here meiosis 1 completed, and then secondary spermatocytes organize meiosis 2 division. Meiosis 2 division, as a result, what will happen? Secondary spermatocyte will changes into spermatid. Spermatid also haploid in nature because their mother cell is exhibiting haploid nature. So secondary spermatocyte is exhibiting haploid nature. That's why they are conducting meiosis II division, and so that they can produce haploid cell, which is also called as spermatid. And then spermatid undergoes differentiation process or transformation. Morphological changes will take place in that, and as a result, spermatid will changes into spermatozoa. Sperm cell. So in this case, spermatozoa also haploid in nature. And while converting spermatids into spermatozoa, there is no cell division is involved. Spermatids are changing their form from round shape, from the round shaped spermatid is changing into elongated shape with the tail. With the tail, or by increasing in size, spermatozoa will get elongated shape. But spermatid is round shape. So round shaped spermatid is transforming So spermatids are transforming into spermatozoa, so that round shaped cells are becoming elongated shaped cells. These are our actual functional sperm cells. So in this case, while we are observing that spermatogenesis, what is happening? Primordial germ cells are changing into type A and type B germ cells, and that type B germ cells again undergoes mitotic divisions. As a result, they produces primary spermatocyte. And primary spermatocyte conducts meiosis I cell division. As a result, they produces secondary spermatocyte. Secondary spermatocyte conducts meiosis II division, so that they can produce spermatids. And in this case, spermatids not conducts any division, but they perform transformation or differentiation process, so that spermatozoa will be formed. And this spermatozoa is elongated in nature, but spermatids, secondary spermatocyte, primary spermatocyte, type B spermatogonia, type A spermatogonia, all are round in shape. Likewise, these spermatogenesis will take place. But here, when we observe that, how many secondary spermatocytes will be formed from primary spermatocyte? How many spermatids will be formed from primary spermatocyte? Or how many spermatozoa will be formed from primary spermatocyte and secondary spermatocyte? That kind of question generally raised during the NEET exam. And to see that, we have to observe the schematic representation. Schematic representation. In this case, we already know that how the process will take place, and which cells are exhibiting diploid nature, which cells are exhibiting haploid nature. What is the shape of the cells? What is the shape of the cells? Or when the shape of the cells will changes? We already know that. Now, we will observe the schematic representation of spermatogenesis. Here, we already know that spermatogonial cells or germ cells are round and oval shaped cells. Rounded oval shaped cells. In this case, they conduct mitosis, and here how many mitoses will be formed? How many mitoses will take place? Spermatogonial cells will be formed. There is no clarity. Number of mitotic divisions will take place, so that many cells will be formed. But here only type B cells are involving here. That's why we are taking only spermatogonial cell, and that too we are taking only one spermatogonial cell here, so that they produce oval shaped cells, now changing into round shaped cells, which are also called spermatogonia. So germ cells now dividing into spermatogonial cells by which division? By the help of mitosis and differentiation. And then we are taking only one cell, and this one is conducting mitotic divisions, and so that how many primary spermatocytes will be formed from one spermatogonial cell? They can produce two primary spermatocytes. So, from one spermatogonial cell, they are producing two primary spermatocytes. And observe that these three are exhibiting diploid niche. There is no change in genetic material. And here, one primary spermatocyte, it produces two type of secondary spermatocyte which are haploid in nature by the help of meiosis 1 division. Meiosis 1 division. Primary spermatocyte is changing into secondary spermatocyte by the help of meiosis 1 division, and because of that, what is happening? Primary spermatocyte is producing secondary spermatocyte. So secondary spermatocyte now conducts which division? Meiosis 2 division. Secondary spermatocyte conducts meiosis 2 division. So that what will happen? They produce how many spermatids? 2 spermatids. Is that right? So if one primary spermatocyte is getting divided, two secondary spermatocytes will be formed. So two secondary spermatocytes, if get divided by the help of meiosis 2 division, total how many spermatids will be formed means here another 2, another 2. That means from one primary spermatocyte, how many spermatids will be formed? 4 spermatids will be formed. And in this case, these will changes into sperm cell. I am using this one. And in this case, there is no division involved. So how many spermatids will be formed? That many sperm cells or spermatozoa will be formed from one primary spermatocyte. How many spermatids will be formed from one secondary spermatocyte means from the secondary spermatocyte, from one secondary spermatocyte, there are 2 spermatids will be formed. The 2 spermatids will change us into 2 sperm cells. But from one primary spermatocyte, there will be total 2 secondary spermatocytes. From the 2 secondary spermatocytes, total 4 spermatids will be formed. That 4 spermatids will change us into 4 sperm cells. Likewise, this schematic representation will be helpful to identify how many cells will be formed from one primary spermatocyte or one secondary spermatocyte, so that we can calculate. As per the question, we need to calculate how many secondary spermatocytes will be formed, how many spermatids will be formed, how many spermatozoa will be formed. Likewise, spermatogenesis will be takes place. And again, with the help of schematic representation, we will observe that germ cells or primordial germ cells undergoes mitosis and differentiation process so that they produce type A spermatogonia and type B spermatogonia. Type A spermatogonia helpful to replace the cells which are already used in cell division, so that number of cells will be maintained in a seminiferous tubule constantly. At the same time, when you observe the type B spermatogonia, it undergoes mitotic divisions so that they can produce primary spermatocytes. And in all these cases, only mitotic divisions are involved, so that cells like germ cell or spermatogonial cells or primary spermatocytes will exhibit diploid nature. And then primary spermatocyte undergoes meiosis 1 division so that they can produce 2 secondary spermatocytes. And in this case, meiosis 1 helpful to reduce the chromosome number to half. As a result, because of the meiosis 1, primary spermatocytes will or diploid cells will changes into haploid cells. Or primary spermatocyte, while converting into secondary spermatocyte, chromosome number will be reduced to half. That means secondary spermatocyte is haploid in nature. And that secondary spermatocytes again conducts meiosis 2 division. And in this case, meiosis 2 division will not helpful to reduce the chromosome number, because meiosis 2 is almost equal to mitosis. So that meiosis 2 will not helpful to change the chromosome number. That's why these secondary spermatocytes, while converting into spermatids, there is no change in chromosome number. That means secondary spermatocytes are haploid in nature. Spermatids are also haploid in nature. And again, they won't conduct any division in spermatids, but transformation or differentiation will take place. So that what will happen? Spermatids will changes into spermatozoa. And these spermatids are changing into spermatozoa. That's why this spermatozoa also haploid in nature. And here, conversion of these spermatids into spermatozoa is also called spermiogenesis. And after that, these sperm cells will release outside or into the lumen of seminiferous tubule. And that process, releasing of sperm cells to outside, is also called spermiation. So, spermiogenesis means conversion of spermatids into spermatozoa. Spermiation means releasing of sperm cells to outside of the seminiferous tubule is also called seminiferous spermiation. Likewise, this spermatogenesis involves different stages. And in our next topic, we will discuss about structure of sperm cell.